Welcome to Business at 9. I'm Shivani Gharat. Now, HDFC Bank has announced a key leadership appointment with its board approving the appointment of the former Finance Secretary and former Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar as the bank's part-time chairman subject to regulatory approval from RBI. Ankur Mishra joins us with more details on this.
Yes, HDFC Bank has now appointed Rajiv Kumar as part-time chairman, and this is for 3 years subject to RBI approval. Now, this appointment assumes a significance because KK Mistry was interim part-time chairman and his term was extended because the bank was planning to find a new chairman for the bank. Now, this appointment comes after former chairman of HDFC Bank, Atanu Chakraborty, has tendered his resignation, citing some of the concerns which were there in his letter. And now the bank has gone for the name of Rajiv Kumar, who himself has been a former financial services secretary, a seasoned bureaucrat who has held multiple positions. And now he will be chairman of HDFC Bank. Now, on one hand, HDFC Bank has given some kind of clarity by the appointment of Rajiv Kumar as HDFC Bank chairman. Now, all questions will be there on whether or not the term of Shashidhar Jagdishan will be extended, or the board will seek the reappointment of the current MD and CEO. But for now, we have got clarity from HDFC Bank that Rajiv Kumar will be HDFC Bank chairman subject to RBI approval.
Right. To discuss this now, we're joined in by Dr. N. Kamakodi, former MD of City Union Bank. He's joining us from Chennai. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today on ET Now. Now, quick question. Rajiv Kumar's, he has an extensive background in public sector, banking reforms, regulatory governance. How will that influence, overall HDFC Bank's current compliance strategy going forward, given the crisis that the bank has been through in the past 1 month after Atanu Chakraborty resigned? And, of course, there were questions raised on ethics within the organization.
It is given that, the new chairman, proposed chairman, Mr. Rajiv Kumar, is already he had been there as the Secretary of Department of Financial Services, which means that he should have handled the entire public sector ecosystem with multiple banks, the entire system starting from the appointment of CEOs to appointment of representative directors to there should have been extensive experience in handling a lot of banks of various sizes and various complexities, and this should definitely help the new chairman to ensure that, as chairman of HDFC Bank, I think he should be able to ensure everything is taking a proper step going further.
Question on this topic, Mr. Kamakodi. Now, what should be the immediate priorities of the board and, of course, Shashidhar Jagdishan? What should they focus on going forward immediately?
See, basically, I think you had multiple public announcements by the central bank and also the announcement from the, the law firm about that. And board has taken a call, and the board with a collective wisdom, it has taken a call, and you are also having, one chairman who had earlier bureaucratic background. He is getting replaced by another person with experience in handling the financial services thing. I think going forward, once again, starting from the CEO appointment to answering questions and putting the unnecessary questions to rest and ensure that the bank moves forward smoothly will be the first priority.
Right. Mr. Kamakodi, stay with us, because this is not the only CXO appointment that we are hearing today in the banking sector. A major leadership reshuffle could unfold as both Axis Bank and Bandhan Bank announce the resignations of their chief financial officers, with both executives citing career growth as the reason. Now, according to sources, these exits can trigger a chain reaction. Mr. Kamakodi, over to you again. Series of resignations and appointments akin to musical chairs happening in the banking sector. Help us understand, what do you make of these movements, and how do you was it a surprise, was it an alarm at all?
If you had a chance to look into the like say discourses in the even the social media posts and all, even on around the 15th of June itself, you started hearing that like say some bigger banks may have like say new CFOs from outside and all. It is always better, particularly for the like say CXO positions, to what extent every bank prepares a bench inside. And these like say positions, it's not that the new person will spend a lot of time to get a grip on that and all. It is obviously better for any institution to have homegrown talent to fix particularly all these CXO positions, to greater extent as much as possible all the senior level executive positions. That will help, like say, the CEO and the board to ensure that proper understanding is there between the board and the senior management team in terms of strategy, execution, and also comfort for the middle and the lower management and the field to have a continuity in terms of the policies, practices, expectations, and all, so that there are no rough edges which needs to be smoothened on like say basis and all. But anyway, when you have like say very few members available, particularly for few specific specialist positions, this sort of like say poaching, you don't have a choice. Some of the banks actually is a very important one, being like say the banks being run on the deposits which you build through the public confidence.
Banking, indeed, Dr. Kamakodi, has become a very, very demanding profession. And in the past also, we have seen such sudden exits and appointments. Tell us, what is the lesson to be learned for the future leaders to stay relevant and to thrive in this industry?
Like the fundamental point here, particularly what I have learned over a period of time, is the balancing all different stakeholders, not necessarily in that order of like say, be it the gaining the confidence of the regulator, be it gaining the confidence of the board, be it gaining the confidence of the shareholders, be it gaining the confidence of the employees, be it gaining the confidence of the employees and also the customers put together. It's you cannot take any shortcut in any of the like say policies and priorities you take. For example, when you at the board level, when you look into the agenda, maybe 90-95% of the issues you will be having like say a black and white distinction properly, where decision making is not that difficult. But you have that 5 to 10% making is not that difficult. But you have that 5 to 10% of gray areas where you will be having options, but prioritizing various stakeholders and like say that's why in fact the previous chairman of the HDFC Bank spoke about the difference in the value systems and all those. These are all primarily based on the gray areas where you take a call, and the gray will look as black for some and white for some, and it's very difficult to put that. But to have like say the point is there, particularly for the chief executive, how you prioritize all the stakeholders, so that all different stakeholders are there basically on the same path, on the like say on a common point, which could probably mean out of 4 or 5 different stakeholders in each decision making, one or two the stakeholder have to they have to compromise their interest in terms of the overall benefit for all the stakeholders, and in terms of the long term value creation and the sustenance of any institution, particularly a financial institution like a bank. So the important point is how you balance the interest of the various stakeholders, particularly how you handle the Dharma Shankat and how you handle a grey area. There are a lot of discussions and negotiations so that people don't misunderstand each other, and when final decision is taken, everybody accept that with 100% confidence, leaving out the individual preference across all levels. This is increasingly becoming important particularly when the world is becoming complex and undergoing a lot of changes.
Absolutely. And Dr. Kamakodi, Indian banks have in the past faced issues of, the past couple of months have faced issues of misselling, of, managing asset quality, managing conflicts of interest, and so on and so forth. So do you expect this churn to continue in the coming months to follow as well?
Absolutely, it's in the area time of social media, and when every information is getting spread like anything, to maintain the confidence of any institution. That's why where I say this balancing the all stakeholders' priorities. So increasingly, it cannot be just like you are complying with something. It has to go beyond that, and every institution and the world itself learn it on a continuous basis, and it is getting. We are definitely able to see the improvements in these matrices in the past, and I am sure the same amount of improvement you will be able to see that as you move forward across these matrices, and various whenever you hit a wall, you have to make a course correction, and this exploration will be a continuous thing for every organization, and the people will also learn from others' mistakes.
Thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your insights on this topic.
Thank you.
Now let's go over to my colleague Ankur Mishra for an explainer on this.
Yes, CFO reshuffle is underway at leading private banks. On Monday, there were resignations which were announced both from Axis Bank as well as Bandhan Bank. And what we understood through sources that Bandhan Bank's current CFO, Rajiv Mantri, is likely to join Axis Bank as CFO. He has tendered his resignation and he will continue in Bandhan Bank till September. And similarly, Punish Sharma, who is currently CFO of Axis Bank, has also put in his resignation and he is likely to join HDFC Bank. Now, even in HDFC Bank, an exit has happened recently, and the announcement was made that Bhavin Lakhpatwala had already joined RBL Bank recently. So all in all, there has been a movement from Bandhan Bank to Axis Bank as well as HDFC Bank, and we may see these appointments happening in next few months and the positions getting filled very soon.
Well, Ankur, thank you so much for those details. It is time for us to slip into a very short break. You don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.